Hey everybody, it's Vonte.
And I'm your girl, Nica B.
And welcome to another episode of
The Drop.
We are so excited to have you here on this next episode in season 2, man. And Nica, tell them what we're talking about today.
We are talking about the newest music video that dropped this week by Stacss. Don't Call Me Out.
She messaged us 4 o'clock in the morning and was like, yo, we have to get this on the drop.
Yeah.
And she can't tell me I lied.
Yeah, I did. I did. I did. When I see something, I just gotta drop it, you know? You see what I said? You see what I did? But
Yeah, okay, all right, okay, moving on. But, you know, Stacss is in the building. It's going to be so much fun talking to him, talking about his music, but also talking about this brand new video that is so touching. I've gotten the chance to watch it quite a number of times.
I cried.
You cried?
I cried. I messaged him crying.
Oh, no.
It was that bad. I shouldn't say bad, but, you know, the feeling, it was that good that, you know,
it made you feel
it invoked tears.
I could feel that. Yeah. That's what music. That is how music is supposed to make you feel. You know. So we're gonna tap into that today. It's gonna be, I don't want to say fun, but I think it's also gonna be
Informative
and beautiful, and just something different on the drop. So stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. Stay right here.
Don't touch it.
Yep. You're watching
The Drop.
We'll be right back.
Clint Watson has been the trusted voice of journalism for over 2 decades. He is your first choice for hard-hitting discussions, your best choice for current affairs issues and investigative journalism. It's time to start the journey of relentless journalism. It's time to start the journey of facts over fiction. It's time for the Rundown with Clint Watson here on ZNS, where only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Hey, what's up, Mario?
Hey, Dale, what's going on?
Have you seen ZNS new digital platforms?
No, let me go check it out.
Good day, Bahamas. I'm Vonte and Nica, and this is ZNS Digital,
where we cater to your news and entertainment needs.
Are you a foodie? I thought so. Then look out for Digital Bites.
Shining a light on Bahamians and the good that they do, ZNS Digital is home to the sunshine.
Keeping up with the latest trends, our original content will keep you entertained.
Yeah, that's cool.
But have you seen the new website?
No, I didn't see it. Let me go look.
We're still your most trusted source for news and information.
That's ZNS Digital?
Yeah, that's ZNS Digital, the people station in your pocket.
You're watching The Drop. Welcome back to The Drop, everyone. We are so excited to have you here, as I said before. But right now, we're going to start to talk to the man himself, Stacss. Welcome to The Drop.
Welcome. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You tell him you welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
But Stacss, I want to talk about, you know, how you really got started in music. What was it like for you?
You're talking like taking it serious or like the whole inspiration behind it?
Let's start with the inspiration.
Okay, can't forget this. This was probably 2001. There was this real cool new rapper on the scene. He had cornrows and a bandana. His name was Bow Wow. And I felt like every guy at that point wanted to be like him. He was everywhere. Music videos, BET, MTV, he was everywhere. And I was just so happened to be writing like remixes to popular songs in the back of my composition notebooks in school. And when I saw Bow, I said, okay, that's it. I'm getting the bandana, I'm getting the cornrows, and we're gonna do this music thing fully. So about 2000, 2001, when he came on the scene.
Do you have any photos of them cornrows? I'm sure it'll be crazy.
I never had cornrows.
But I mean, let's talk about when you started to take it seriously. You said, you know, Bow was the inspiration back in 2001.
Yeah.
At what point did Stacss say, I gotta do this for real?
So that was primary school. And then I went to junior school and we started this thing where we used to beat on the desks and rap.
Of course,
so
freestyling.
We were always doing that in school. And I'm like, okay, I think I might be good at this. And then when I went to high school, somebody introduced me to Lil Wayne. His music. And they were like, well, he doesn't write anything. And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna write anything. So I started freestyling, recording these remixes to these popular songs on a cell phone, burning them to a CD, and then selling them in school. And we used to have these big, like 8-mile, like freestyle battles to the point where administration used to come out on the field like, you guys fighting?
This is in school?
Yeah, shout out Doris Johnson, squad to squad.
Yeah.
So that was high school, and that was like 2006 to 2009. I'm like, this I think this is
gonna
it.
pop off, yeah.
And then in 2010, I gave my life to the Lord, and everything just took off from there.
Yeah. When I first met you, it was maybe about 10 years ago, and I remember Stacks Inside.
Yeah.
How did that really start?
That started like 2009, 2010. So Cy and I, we went to the same school as well. Shout out Doris Johnson, I have to keep saying that. Man, Stick, okay.
Yeah.
So that was 2009. And in 2010, I was like, hey bro, I know that you're a Christian. I think I'm joining that path as well. So at this point, I'm looking up to him because he's been in church, he's a bit experienced. And I'm like, so do you think we could rock and be Christians? And he was like, I don't see why not. So I never forget it. We went to this clothing store, and we saw these 2 bright golf shirts. They were very, very bright. And we decided to purchase those shirts. We spray painted our names on them.
That was the
man,
thing back in the
we
day.
wore those shirts everywhere. I believe people question if we showered back then.
You always even washing the shirt.
I don't think I was washing that shirt.
Oh no!
I was wearing that shirt I remember somebody saying at an event, so you guys are just gonna show up everywhere with this uniform? We wore those shirts everywhere.
Yeah.
And then that turned into like 6 years of ministry. And here we are, almost 14 years later.
Wow. Well, what really, I gotta be the drops here, right? What happened?
What happened? I think that looking back at it, I think that where we are at now, I feel like that was inevitable. I feel like a separation.
It was natural.
It's gonna happen because like God has been calling me to do so many things outside of music. I felt that separation, but I do admit that I believe that it was premature.
The separation.
The separation. I think the separation happened too soon. And looking back at it, it was influenced by outside parties. So, and I could be man enough to admit that. So I think that the split was inevitable, but it was premature. Yeah.
I mean, since then though, you've obviously been doing your own thing solo, but you've also been doing so much church, started a family, congratulations by the way.
I appreciate it.
What has life been like in these last few years for you?
To be honest, and I always say this when I have interviews, especially when we talk about the transition from the group to the solo path, I felt like my world came crashing down when I separated.
Was it difficult? Yeah.
When I separated, because being home on a Friday with nothing to do, I felt like I was having withdrawals. I'm like, not on flyers, not in demand. I'm solo now, and I always say this, and this isn't me being insecure, this is me being truthful. Some artists, they can say, I knew that I was gonna hit the ground running and I was gonna succeed and prosper. I can honestly say, I question it to this day. I have, like, my brother was with me at an event, and he said to me, I don't understand you. And I'm like, okay, this guy being deep. He said, when do you accept the fact that people know you, especially in the city, and you have influence? And I told him, I said, I think there's a fear of owning that because I'm afraid of what happens to the minister who isn't humble. So I always try to look at accomplishments and say, well, glory to God, or, try to deflect that. So when I transitioned from the group, I realized that ministry was really an idol for me. Like, if I didn't have anything to do on a Friday, I felt incomplete. I felt like, okay, why am I here? So I actually learned who I was as a person being outside of the group. So all I ever knew was Stacks. But when we separated, I knew Alexander. And I could be honest, I wasn't a fan of him.
Why was that?
Because I realized that Alexander had a lot of growing to do, and Stacks was like a mask. So when you strip away music, who am I? So for me, these last couple of years have really been on that journey. And I know I'm probably going to catch flack for saying it on national TV, but all these years, and I still have to be reminded that, hey, you did some things.
Yeah.
Like you at my school, or, you know, got an email the other day, we want to honor you for something. And I'm like, I did some stuff.
Yeah.
So I think for me, discovering who I was as a man, it made me kind of let go of my accomplishments because I felt like I should have been a better man for everything that was happening.
But then you still also have to appreciate what you did and celebrate the small victories, you know. And did you think you even did that over these last few years?
When people listen to, like, if somebody comments on a YouTube video, I'm there like, oh yeah, people actually look, people actually listen. Oh wait, I got a comment, I got a like or a comment on a post. I think for me, it's finding that balance. God called me, I knew he called me, and being called comes with people knowing what I do, knowing who I am. That's a call. He said to me, I've called you to be known, right? Versus, but when I say I know what I've accomplished, is that arrogant? So it's finding the balance that you didn't do it. God did it, but he used you.
Yeah, you were his vessel.
Yeah.
You can cause us up church on you. This is the first year on the job.
I'm being transparent.
Yeah.
I know my wife is gonna watch this like, you have to know that you've accomplished what you've accomplished.
Yes, you have.
And you've done it.
Yeah.
Like a song plays on the radio right now, and I'm like, oh yeah, they do play me. Or, you know, or I get a book. I'm just being honest. So that's just something that I have to personally work on. Because my pastor always say that arrogance is when God calls you to the front and you shrink back. So it's not really you walking in a room thinking that you're better than persons. That's an aspect of it.
Right.
Arrogance is really when God says you front and you say, no, I'm good in the back here. You're exalting what you think you should be doing and not what he calls you to do.
Yeah. Anyways, but I mean, you know, what's the next few over these next few years, over these next few months? I know you're gonna be pretty busy at home and all of that.
Yes, I got a baby boy.
Congratulations again.
Love him, he's beautiful. Church, music. So when it isn't music, it's church. So I am also have been in pastoral training. So
nice.
I know that that time is coming when the Lord is going to call me to start my own church. And that was one of the things that I discovered in the transition. I'm like, I literally, when I got that confirmation, I literally said, this can't be God because I haven't reached my peak as a rapper.
Yeah.
So
like, why are you trying to pull me away?
My pastor was like, you just don't put them together. Like, do you know how foolish that sounds? That you're trying to reach your pinnacle as a rapper and then pastor? So for me, I've been in the space of studying like what that looks like, reading up on that. So I am in the studio probably once every 4 to 5 months. And if you keep up with me, I put out songs like once or twice. But my last music video prior to this one that I just released was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And
where has Stacks been?
It's like life has placed such a demand on me that when I get back in the studio, I remind myself that, hey, you're actually a rapper, like you actually make music.
Yeah.
So I do have music coming. I do have music videos coming. It's just a matter of timing. So yeah.
What I wanted to ask you, what I forgot to ask you was, you know, did you ever feel the pressure of being a rapper, but also being like a gospel rapper? Because, you know, people would associate rap with like violence and sex and drugs, and I know as a young man growing up, there's a lot of pressure, especially here in the Bahamas, to kind of fall to those things. Did you ever feel that pressure during your time as a rapper? And then just, post 2011 when you gave your life to Christ?
I wouldn't say pressure, but I would say probably underestimation, if that's a word, if that's a word, but if I could word it that way, the sense that, oh, he's a rapper, or oh, he's doing Christian rap, and Christian rap ain't really all of that. So I wouldn't say pressure, because back then we grew up, I might catch flack for saying this, but I think that we came up in the most productive era of Christian rap in the city. That's just me. I feel like there are certain pillars to Christian rap in the Bahamas, And I just feel like that wave 13, 14 years ago, I feel like it was the best because people came to events. People showed up consistently to concerts. They packed out certain events. They listened to the songs. The radios, people listened to the radios. The songs came out. So I feel like for us, it's always been, hey guys, we're here. Just because there's 5 artists on this lineup, you don't have to put the rappers first.
Right.
We can close out.
Yeah.
Because we love Jesus. It isn't just music. Like we are Christian men and women of God. It's still ministry. So I would think more underestimation than pressure.
Well, Stacks, unfortunately, we're out of time for this segment.
Yeah.
But Nica's going to talk to you about your brand new project that I've seen, and it's absolutely beautiful. Congratulations on that as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're sitting with Stacks. You're watching The Drop. We'll be right back after the break.
Covering the news seems easy, but we put thought into what we're doing. The Bahamas Tonight Access Now, here to inform, educate, and entertain. A new type of newscast featuring social media trends, news from around the islands, interviews with the people you like, sports, weather, and fabulous entertainment. That's a Bahamas Tonight Access Now with Marcellus Hall and LaDon Davis. Live, starting September 16th.
You're watching The Drop.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. We are still here in studio tonight with Stacks, and we are going to talk about his brand new music video, Don't Count Me Out.
Welcome.
Again. So, Stacks, you had me in my bed.
What do you mean by that?
Laying down, watching this video, crying.
Yes.
Like, tell me more about this video. What led you to do a video for the disabled?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite questions to be asked about this project was, how did it come about? What was the inspiration? So that song is actually 4 years in the making.
Oh, wow.
It's not a song that I just came up with. So we go back to the pandemic, 2020. This is the peak of it. When I was home, I had a lot of free time. We all had a lot of free time. I was just writing music for this particular project, and I had this one particular instrumental on my phone. And me, I'm a poppy kind of catchy beat kind of guy.
Right.
So I heard this poppy catchy beat, and I just started writing. And immediately the lyrics that came out, it was as if I was speaking from the perspective of someone who was overlooked or underestimated.
All right.
So I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be like an encouraging, exhortation kind of song. But I wanted to make sure, because I feel like one of the scariest things to do, especially as a gospel artist, is to put something out and then say, God told you to do it, and then God has to come and bless it, even though He didn't ordain it.
Right.
So I'm like, let me be sure. So from 2020 to 2021, I just kept writing and asking, is this God? Is this me? Is this God? Is this me? After a year, I started to envision disabled persons lip syncing to a song.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I think the vision is getting a bit clearer. 2022, I told my producer, I feel peace about it, let's make the beat. 2023, August 1st, 2022, we made the beat. August 1st, 2023, the exact date, we went into a meeting with the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities. I'm like, it's very ironic. And then 2024, the project was funded, and one day it was just, hey, this is the budget, we're paying for it. So this song has actually been laying around for like 4 years, and the video has actually been a year in the making. Like, I have WhatsApp conversations, we've been talking for like a year. So this is not a overnight thing.
It's not just like a hangout, this is the video.
No, this has been
some work.
This has been, so the answer to that question, I think, is just God's desire for someone to talk about it. I can't say it was a Stacks thing, because it wasn't.
Right. But the video, it also shows to how people do count out, disabled persons and how they treat them and stuff. So when you actually watch the video and you see them smiling and talking, like, we tend to forget that these people are human too. So for you to highlight that was awesome. Like, that gave me goosebumps, and I don't know how much times other people watched it, but I watched it like at least 4 times. Messaging Stacks with tears streaming down my face.
Appreciate it.
So what was your response like when you released the video?
Well, the video has been out, I think, 2 days already. this past Saturday, we had a pageantry / day of celebration for persons with disabilities.
Right. Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Shout out Fusion. Fusion allowed us to come in and use the venue, and we played it in the IMAX theater. And when the video ended, I turned around and I saw people wiping their eyes, and one of my brothers leaned over to me, and I'm like, why did you come and just tell me what he felt was going to happen? And I started weeping. So the response caught me by surprise because it's a high energy kind of song. So that was Saturday. Sunday when we released it, I sat at home like, oh, this is different. This is unusual for me. And a lot of the comments were the same, you know, not disabled, different. Thank you for caring, or, you know, thank you for highlighting this particular thing. So I think these are the beginning stages of where it could go.
And we are looking forward, and I am hoping, fingers crossed, legs crossed, everything, I am hoping that this song goes worldwide. It goes viral because the world needs it. And that was...
Well, let's do it.
That was something very, I don't want to say nice is such a small word. That was something grand that you did for them, like, you know, showcasing them. You can see that they, you know, they were very happy not to be counted out. But before we go, I need you to introduce your new music video.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Stacks here, and this is the premiere of my brand new music video, Don't Count Me Out, featuring the amazing Gregory Cash Jr. and my wonderful, beautiful little sisters, Daughters of Dynasty. Check it out.
I wrote this song for the people all over the world living with disabilities. I wrote it from the perspective of someone with a disability, to encourage those with disabilities. Let's go on the journey together. Ooh, yes, I am free. What can I say? I am just being me. So what? I'm different, I am unique. Was told I'm amazing, so that's what I'll be. See, I know the silly world gon' judge me, but I don't really care, cause God don't make ugly. He loves me, trust me, his love is unconditional, and that makes me a beautiful individual. Life gave me lemons, so I made me a picture of the sweetest lemonade. Got no time to be bitter, tell the gram that I'm cool. I don't really need a filter, better count it as an honor that I uploaded a picture. Let's go, it's difficult, I know, but every day I choose to grow. I'm the star of my own show, my own show.
I'm gonna shine my light. I'm gonna let the world know that I'm here to stay. I ain't never letting go. I am different, I'm unique. There can only be one me. Don't you count me out. Don't you count me out. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made.
Don't count me out, don't count me out. I don't talk like you, I don't even walk like you, but nobody gon' tell me what I can or can't do. I'm a light in the dark, just like a candle. Get out my way, I bring a lot to the table. Take a good look at me, my heart ain't disabled. I got breath in my lungs, I have only begun. I will rise like the sun, I'm coming for number one. Are you kidding me? I got the agility, I got the ability. Despite the disability, I choose joy willingly. I got a purpose, I know I'm worth it. So thanks in advance, this is my chance.
I'm gonna shine my light.
Shine.
I'm gonna let the world know that I'm here to stay.
Yes.
I ain't never
going nowhere.
I am different, I'm unique.
Yes.
There can only be one. Don't you count me out. Don't you count me out. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made.
I am.
I'm fearfully and wonderfully made.
I am.
I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made.
Don't count me out, don't count me out.
So I just want to encourage everyone with a disability. I know every day is not easy, and you may want to quit, but know that you are not alone. You are loved, valuable, amazing, and a champion. So keep on going.
Don't count me out. Don't count me out.
Beginning Monday, September 16th, it's the new lineup of ZNS News and Current Affairs, 6 p.m. It's What's Trending, Lifestyles in the Afternoon with Stacey Campbell Marshall, 6:30. We head to the north for the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition, 7 p.m. It's the Bahamas Tonight National Report, followed by the Bahamas Tonight Access, now at 7:30. Then, at 8 p.m., your nightly news analysis show, The Rundown, with Clint Watson, and 11 p.m., the Bahamas Tonight at 11 with Royston Jones. It's a full lineup of the new ZNS, and it starts Monday, September 16th. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
You're watching The Drop. Well, hey everybody, welcome back. You're watching The Drop. Unfortunately, we're out of time.
But we are not out of talk.
So we'll have to end this episode here, but we'll be back next week. But we want to say a special thank you to Stacss.
Most definitely.
Was in here crying, y'all. You didn't see it on camera, but she was still crying. There's somebody else that's also crying in the background. His name is Pilsy.
Kalen.
Sobbing. It was not good. So again, you got to say hats off to Stacss.
Why you stand up it?
Kaylin is one of our producers. Nica, what was your favorite thing? What did you really find interesting to learn about Stacss today?
Well, I knew how Stacks got started because, we went to school together and I was a year behind.
Doris.
Yeah, Doris. Shout out to Doris out there and crew. But yeah, I know how he got started. But the most interesting and my most favorite thing is his process of the video. He explained that it took him 4 years to release that video. And just the process behind it, the thought that, he thought about these people, he had the process, lined out and everything like that. So I think that was my favorite part, getting to know him and what went into the video.
I'd agree that was pretty interesting too. For me, it was just learning of the struggle between humility and arrogance. And usually you don't really think about that fine line between the two.
Right.
Of just celebrating what you accomplished and then just kind of like touting it and tooting your own horn for what you accomplished. And so, it's a struggle for many people. And it was really good to see someone like Stacks here get on a set on national TV and become transparent, become vulnerable, and share it about his life.
You almost had a sermon too.
Yeah. I dropped first. And then also, the video was particularly very touching to me. I actually have an uncle who is deaf. And so, knowing what all he went through and hearing the stories, what he went through as a child, and then seeing it play out in videos and seeing people with disabilities being celebrated,
because a lot of people take advantage of them, and that's not cool.
Yeah, and they don't want to be treated differently. They want to be treated equally, like they're just a regular person.
Most definitely.
And I know quite a number of people. I want to say shout out to the University of the Bahamas' Disabilities Unit. I may be messing up the name, but it's headed by Miss Erin Brown. You're doing a spectacular job. Also, shout out to Special Olympics, the Bahamas Disabilities Association, I believe it's called. You know exactly who you are. We want to say continue to do the great work supporting the people those people in our community who let me not say desperately need our help, but who need our help, but who are accomplishing great things here at home and abroad. And so I don't want to get into a sermon just now. I almost did. But God bless y'all, okay? God bless y'all. We do that directly into the camera. We appreciate y'all. Please continue to do it. And of course, if there's any way we can help, reach out to us and let us know. All right? So,
once again, I'm waiting for the end, but you're about to leave.
Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, that's been another episode of The Drop. We want to thank you so much for joining us. I'm Vonte.
And I'm Nica B.
This has been The Drop, where the rhythm never stops.
And the vibes keep flowing.
See you next week.
Hold on, bro. Ashi, bro.